Types of News Reports by Saloni Saini, Assistant Professor, Department of Journalism and Mass Communication, MERICollege. News reporting involves discovering diverse core-related facts, selecting and presenting the relevant ones, weaving a comprehensive story. The main function of the journalistic profession is news reporting. A reporter not only spends long hours chasing a story, collecting facts from various sources in an effort to dig up the truth, she or he must also have the will to pursue the course of his or her investigation to the very end in order to produce a credible and balanced story sans any missing information, unanswered questions, or biasness. Types of news reports: objective reporting, interpretative reporting, and investigative reporting. Objective reporting. Objective reporting is unbiased and based on hardcore facts. It is not influenced by personal feelings, interpretations, or prejudice in the way it relays news stories to the public. One must know to differentiate between facts and opinions, not permitting the opinion to slant the reporting style. Objectivity in journalism helps the audience to make up their own mind about an issue rather than being mentally conditioned to an existing opinion. A journalist must report only facts and not his or her personal attitude towards the facts. She or he should eliminate usage of words like I, me, mine, our, your, etc. in order to avoid editorializing. Here's a sample of an objective report titled Delhi to host 7th Northeast Festival from November 8th. Interpretative reporting. Interpretative reporting is more than recital of bare facts. It is reporting refreshed news with background materials to make it more comprehensive and meaningful. It is a demanding discipline calling for thorough knowledge of the subject and proficiency in reporting. It uses skills in explanation, analysis, and description. An interpretative reporter gives the reader the background of an event and explains the possible consequences. For example, reporting on union budget or demographic spread of COVID-19 in India. Besides their own knowledge and research, the reporter often relies on the opinion of authorities on the subject. The interpretative reporter must be well read. His or her reading of history, economics, sociology, political science, and other academic subjects equips him or her to be an efficient interpretative reporter. Aware that a news item is not an isolated incident but an inevitable link to a chain of events. Prejudices of any kind and stereotypical attitudes for a gender, community, religion, etc. hamper audience perception and professional credibility. Thus, it provides context, analysis, and probable consequences of an event. Essentials of interpretative reporting. Factual background. Interpretative reporting builds up the structure on background of a news story. Most important elements are the 5 W's in factual background, that is, what, when, where, who, and why. Eyewitness accounts. Eyewitness account is the statement of the person who was present at the spot when an accident or event took place. Eyewitness's statement is more important when the news is about accidents, fire stories, earthquake, floods, etc. The expressions of eyewitnesses must be recorded with their names and identifications. Interviews. Interviews of concerned people such as police officials, fire brigade, social workers, injured ones, relatives of dead ones, etc. are imperative to build an interpretative report. Here's a sample of an interpretative report titled Union Budget 2020. Here's how India Incorporated reacted to Nirmala Sitharaman's speech. Investigative reporting. Investigative reporting involves deep investigation on a news story, often involving crime, political corruption, or wrongdoings. Being an investigative reporter calls for exceptional courage, a sense of justice, and a commitment to the higher values of life. All news stories require some kind of investigation by the reporter, but investigative journalists dig hard and deep into the realm of events. They dig weeks and months to get one story, but that one story gets utmost attention because it tells how an individual or an organization bungles squandering of funds, conspiracy, denial of promotion to the meritorious, or suppressing of facts. The remarkable thing about investigative journalism is that it keeps to the highest standards of professional journalism. The best kind of investigative reporting is the one which keeps the public interest in mind. It may highlight an act of injustice, expose corrupt practices, or unmask dishonest individuals' or organizations. Without the support of the judiciary, the executive, or the legislature, an investigative reporter cannot bring his or her reports to logical ends. Investigative journalism is finding, reporting, and presenting news deliberately or non deliberately hidden. It is quite similar to standard news reporting, except that the people at the center of the story usually do not help and may even try to stop a reporter from doing his or her job. Principles of investigative reporting. News value. A lot of newspapers, radio, and television stations get requests from people to investigate some alleged wrongdoing. In many cases, these are redundant matters, lies, or hoaxes. An investigative reporter should spend some time on each tip-off to decide whether or not will it make a story worthy enough to be told to the masses. Awareness. Ideal investigative reporters do not let any possible story clue escape. They note them down as they might come in use later. Gather facts. Being an investigative reporter involves digging up hidden facts. Reporting court or a public meeting may involve individuals or organizations to hide or manipulate facts. However, the reporter must gather as many relevant facts as she or he can from as many people as possible. Furthermore, they should check the accuracy of the collected facts. Work within the law. A journalist has no special rights in law, even when investigating corruption. Unlike the police, journalists cannot listen into others' telephonic conversations, get access to confidential papers, or enter premises against a person's wish. Thus, it is essential to abide by the laws. Evidence. In addition to gathering facts, the journalist should also gather evidence to support those facts. This is especially important in case she or he is taken to the court for defamation as a result of the conducted investigation. Court will only accept facts which can be proved. Confidential sources. When investigating corruption or abuse, one ends up meeting people who will only give the information on a condition of not to reveal their identity. Thus, maintaining confidentiality is imperative to seek information not known to many. Here's a sample of an investigative report titled Benefit of Doubt on Arushi Murder Case Probe and Trial. Thank you. For queries pertaining to the topic, you may contact at the given email ID.